Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Barons and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football.
We got this.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And again this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're going for it. It's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process.
He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 74 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona. First.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
You got set. You got set right there.
To throw on 2nd down, Muhammad. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 1st and 10, Muhammad. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Cohen. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready. It's a big work. 45. Deep. Patch it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Here we go. Take the outlaw.
They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. You're trying to go.
Second and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Cohen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on second down. Muhammad. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw, it's Murray. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside inside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ryan Anderson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Muhammad gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Muhammad, the screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Muhammad. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
3 buds.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
I'm coming for you.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 61 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This will be taken in at the 1.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down,
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 50-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They try again with Cohen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Murray now. Flush to it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Slam, slam, slam.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Murray throwing on second down. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing on first down is Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Muhammad, and he completes it to Cohen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on second down. Muhammad. He'll leave it for Cohen. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Muhammad. He finds his target, Fuller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check 99. Check 99.
Again, it's Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Operating from the gun, Muhammad toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. Andy Isabella was the intended target. On 1st down, Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And an alley to run. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Wide, get wide.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's